Well, happy Saturday, Las Vegas. It's Monique Buchanan, the host of the Welcome Home with Monique show, and I am just loving this weather. I don't know about you, but yes. Thank you, Lord. Finally out of those hundreds, right? So listen, I've got a lot to talk to you guys about today. Once again, a great show, a very needed show. I've got some guests coming on in just a couple minutes. They're going to go over everything, insurance, Medicare, all that good stuff that we don't know nothing about, honey. When you go on that website, you're just as lost, I'm sure, as me. At least I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I'm completely lost. And I'm over here trying to take care of my father, make sure that all his needs are met. And I just don't have that education. Now, listen, I can help you with houses. I can't help you with Medicare. So that's why I'm going to bring on my team. They have helped me with my father and many more people that I know. So they're going to break down everything for us. But before we bring them on, I've got none other than my partner, Miss Becky Coins. Hi, Becky.
Hey, Mo. How's it going?
It's going great because me and you are getting all these amazing KUNV listeners into beautiful homes.
Yes,
Doesn't that feel good?
Oh, it feels amazing.
Yes. So I just love it. So Becky's like, oh my gosh, I just love giving keys. It just makes me feel so good. She was like, I was telling my mom the other day, I love what I do because it's right. That's my motivation is to see that beautiful smile, especially on somebody's face that thought they could not be a homeowner. And there's so many people out there, right, Becky?
So many.
They count themselves out.
Yeah,
they're
every
like,
time.
oh no, I can't. It's my credit. My credit is so bad. I'm not gonna be able to. And then when they call me, and I'm like, well, just call me. Call me. You tell me what your credit is. And then a lot of times it's not as bad as they think.
Just takes a phone call.
Yeah. And then sometimes they're like, well, I've got, it's a 580 or it's 600, but I've got all this 401k money because I've been at the MGM for 20 years. I'm like, hello, hello. You only need a 600 when you have your own money down. That is what this show's about, you guys. It's about breaking up myths and showing you the pathway to home ownership. I want as many of you guys out there. Me and Becky want as many of you out there to become homeowners. Stop paying somebody mortgage. Because guess what? At the end of the day, you're paying somebody's mortgage. Is it going to be your own or somebody else? You're going to make wealth for your family or are you going to make wealth for somebody else's family? That's what it boils down to. Don't fool yourself. When you make that rent payment every month, whether it's, $2,500, which is about average right now, you're paying somebody's mortgage off. They're saying thank you every time you come in with that rent.
Yes, ma'am.
What do I say? At the end of your lease, you're going to walk away if you beg, borrow, and steal and take video, your security deposit of $2,500 because you want to move on. How about own something? Get an asset for the same. Right now, the window's shutting, you guys, but right now, for the same amount of money, when you go to rent, you're going to pay a first, last deposit. On average, $5,000, $6,000. Am I right, Becky?
Oh,
to
easy.
rent.
Oh, yeah, easy.
Just to rent. They're going to run your credit. You're going to pay all this money just to rent, not even to own, to get nothing out of it, to throw your money away every single month.
And the qualifications for renting nowadays is insane.
Crazy insane. If you got 620, they're snuffing their nose at you. I'm over here trying to sell you a house at 600, 620. And they're like, you cannot rent with us.
House,
you got a
yeah.
620. Right? Credit score.
Oh, yeah.
Am I making it up?
No, I took somebody out yesterday, and the stuff I looked up, my jaw was on the ground. I was like, are you for real right now?
And did they
650 and above on some of them? It was crazy. It was crazy.
Hello, listeners, please listen to me. You need, in many cases, 640 and above just to rent. Why not have a 5-minute conversation with me and my team and buy something for the same amount of money out of your pocket, and in many cases, less. Okay, so we have closed homes just the last 2 weeks for under $1,000 out of many of my clients' pockets. You heard me. I'm not making it up. Because what are we doing, Becky? What are we doing? We're getting them into the down payment assistance program, right? That's zero down out of your pocket. Then right now, because the sellers are out there hurting right now because the rates just went back up, right? So there's not a flood of buyers in the market right now. So what does that do for you as a buyer? If you don't sit on your hands like everybody else, if you don't follow the sheep, right? And you say, wait a minute, why am I going to do what everybody else does? Wait for everybody to jump into the pool at the same time. How about I just go against the grain? I'll go ahead and buy the house now, right? Monique has a program where she can get me into a lower rate today instead of buying it like later and then paying more for the house and then having a lower rate, but now I paid more for the house. That doesn't make sense. How about I buy the house now, take advantage of Monique negotiating costs from the seller and Becky negotiating costs from the seller because they'll do it right now because they don't have people banging down their doors.
That window is going to close.
It's closing. So as soon as the rates do drop, like all your friends are waiting for, right? What's going to happen then is now Mr. Seller has your friends, you, all of y'all want his house. Why in the world would I give you a discount on this house? In fact, I'm going to raise the price. I'm not going to pay a penny of your cost. Why would I? There's no incentive there. So let me and Becky negotiate you a deal like we have been, period, for all of our clients, by the grace of God, giving him all the honor. Shout out real quick. But anyways, yeah, so that window's closing, you guys. I can get sellers to contribute. We have been getting what, Becky, $5,000, $10,000 from the sellers?
Oh, yeah.
So what does that mean for you if you're listening? Or if you're thinking about your kids right now that don't own a house? Or your family, your friends, whoever. That means if they come along with our team, we're going to get them in a zero down program, okay? We're going to negotiate. In many cases, I would say almost every single deal I've done, I've gotten closing costs from the seller the last year.
I can't think of one that we haven't.
We haven't, exactly. So you're able to get those costs right now. So let me get zero down for you, and let me get the closing costs, which is the other portion that is due, paid for in many cases by the seller. Is that all right with you guys? Can I get you guys into a home? Can me and Becky please give you guys some keys?
Yeah, please.
Or your family or your friends or your loved ones some keys. If this interests you, or if you've been thinking about purchasing your home or upgrading into a bigger home or downgrading into a smaller home, 702-984-3700. This is the Welcome Home team. You've got Becky Coins, you've got me, and there's about 5 other of us. You guys have heard my lender, Anthony Valentino, Guaranteed Rate. He's one of the vice presidents for one of the largest mortgage companies in this country. Look it up, Guaranteed Rate. Okay, that's who we deal with. We have other lenders as well, but that's my go-to. That man doesn't know what no means. He has wiggled my clients out of some crazy situations, okay?
Oh, yeah.
He is the lender that the other lenders call and say, hey, what can I do to save this deal? That's who I deal with. That's who my team member is. All right, he's doing one right now. You know, he's saving a deal that should have been dead. But he's doing it. That's what he does, right? In fact, one of Becky's clients was told that they would never be able to buy a home.
That's what they were told.
Never. When did you give her keys to her
last
home?
week.
Hello.
Last week.
And
It's
they were
official.
told they would never. Said your credit's too bad. You got this, you got that. You know what it is, you guys? They don't think out the box. They just move on. They want that low-hanging fruit. They don't want to work. They don't want to work.
They want easy.
They want easy. We're not about easy over here. We're about getting it done. That's what we're about. God didn't put me in this position as a realtor to just give up on my people or on his people, to just walk away and say, oh, sorry, you're not a slam dunk, so I'm not going to deal with you. But unfortunately, that's how a lot of people are. They do this as a side hustle. It's not their full-time gig. The Lord didn't lead them out of the casino business to get into it. Right, Becky? And just so you guys know, Becky used to work with me in the casino.
Yes, I did.
She sure did. And didn't everybody think I was crazy when I left?
Everybody but me.
You know what? She's not lying, because guess what she did? Becky paid for my schooling at real estate. We went to school for real estate together, and that was about 8 years ago. She paid for me to go. I told her, well, Becky, you know, God's leading me into real estate, but I gotta wait. Hey, I'm 100 with you guys. I'm an open book. You know, I talk to you guys out there like you're my family, because I feel like you are my extended family. And just on a side note, I'm an only child, so you know, it's just something that us only children do. So the KUNB listeners are all my family, whether they get irritated by my corny laugh or not. Y'all still my cousins.
I love your laugh.
But honestly, our heart is in this, you guys. We love you. We want to see y'all win, okay? And for my sellers out there, listen, if you have to sell right now, you know I'm 100 with you. If you can hold off, go ahead and hold off, you guys. I would say hold off on selling until after the election. Once the election happens, I'm anticipating that the rates will go back down a little bit, put more buyers into the market. Right now, that's why it's such an amazing time for my buyers to hurry up. But for my sellers, hey, I'm 100 with you. I'm not thirsty. I'm not starving, okay? The Lord provides all my needs. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, yeah, just sell right now. Mm-hmm. No. If you can wait, let's go ahead and wait till after the election. Then me and Becky are here to help. But I would say, hey, if you can hold off, go and hold off. It's not that long, like a week or so. But anyways, if you are thinking about selling, I will say I've been saving my sellers thousands of dollars. Let me tell you how. Because once again, your girl is very well versed in lending. That is very unique to realtors. By the way, guys, a lot of you guys think I'm a lender when you're listening to me, because I do know my stuff when it comes to lending.
Yes, you do.
I am not a lender. I am a realtor. Okay, I'm the one that opens the doors. I'm the one that negotiates the deal for you. I'm the one that is like a pit bull watching over everybody, the lender, the title company. I'm making sure everybody's doing what they need to do. Okay, I'm protecting you as best I can as long as you allow me, right? That's my job as a realtor. The lender, that's the money man. That's Anthony. He's the one that's, going to go over all your options, lay it all out for you, let you choose which option is best for you financially. But he gives them all to you. He doesn't give you the one that's going to make him the most money. He gives them all to you, okay? Because he has integrity. So that's what we do over here. So anyways, with that being said, my sellers, the way that, this benefits my sellers is simply this. When I list your property, For one, I'm not charging you $1,000 broker fee, which most agencies do. I pay that on your behalf. My broker fee, I pay on your behalf. So I don't even charge you that, okay? But besides that, when it comes time to negotiate, because I do know my stuff and I am a full-time realtor, when other realtors call me and send me an offer for your listing, which I'm representing you and they represent their buyer, many cases I am educating the other realtor on the other end of that phone call. I'm saying, hey, Mr. Realtor, I see that you sent my seller an offer. I see that you're asking for $10,000 in closing costs out of my seller's pocket. Listen, we like everything in your offer, but that. Let me help you out. Let me educate you on how you can roll these funds into your buyer's loan, and it will only cost your buyer $10, $15 extra on their payment. Do you think your buyer would be interested in that? Because yes, absolutely. Can you tell me how to do that? That's what I'm doing. I've saved my clients $10,000 in many cases because I have that knowledge. I'm not a brand new realtor that's, your yoga instructor that just got their license there. I'm so sorry, you guys. I don't mean to hate on y'all. I love y'all. But when it comes to selling a property, Becky, it's one of the largest and most, lucrative things you're going to do in your lifetime. You want to make sure you have somebody who knows what they're doing.
Yes.
Period.
It's a very, very big decision.
Okay. Sorry, not sorry. So at the end of the day, you definitely need to deal with somebody, even when you're purchasing. That's one of the largest purchases. And now, because of the new laws that came in place August 17th, technically buyers are on the hook to pay their realtors. Now, have any of our buyers been paying us?
No.
Not at all. Because we have negotiating skills. We make sure that seller takes care of our compensation. But if you're dealing with somebody that doesn't know how to negotiate with a seller, that doesn't know the full spectrum of real estate, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. Okay. So anyways, I'm going to stop patting myself on the back and me and Becky on the back, but hey, we do a good job. And I give that credit to the grace of God, because I couldn't do none of this without him. Okay. Like you guys know, my testimony is me and Becky used to both do cocktails at the Suncoast. Shots out to the Suncoast and to the Orleans Casino. my boy people out there.
Coast crew.
Right. The Coast crew. So anyways, that's what we used to do. And we had a great time doing it, made great money.
Yes, we did.
People thought I was crazy because I was already making six figures slanging drinks. But God said, that's enough of that. I need you to come help my people. And so that's where we're at now. All right, guys, enough of that real estate chit chat. But listen, if you are interested in any of the down payment assistance programs, they are zero down. Okay. So that means we'll get your down payment paid for you. You've got 640 credit score at least, and at least 2 years on any job. Okay. That's pretty much the criteria. 702-984-3700. 702-984-3700. WelcomeHomeWithMonique.com is a website. And you can check me out on YouTube and all that as well. And we are the Welcome Home team. Isn't that right? And Miss Becky will take you around and look at houses.
Yes, ma'am.
But not without signing that BBA first. All right, guys, let's go ahead and welcome in none other than Miss Lachelle Buckner. Hi, Lachelle.
Good morning, Miss Monique. Good morning, Becky. How are you?
Good.
And Marlon Johnson here with Simple Senior Benefits.
There we go. And Mr. Marlon Johnson, her partner with Simple Senior Benefits. I like that name.
Isn't it cool?
It is cool, and it's easy to remember.
It is. Like he's keeping it simple. Nice
Simple
and simple.
Senior Benefits.
Perfect.
And then, Lachelle, you are with Medicare Advantage.
So I am Vegas Health and Life.
Okay, never mind that.
No, you're fine. No, that's all me too.
That's you too. Okay.
That's me too. But the business is Vegas Health and Life. So I'm CEO. So yes, I am a Medicare broker.
I love it.
In Las Vegas, Nevada, the most beautiful state in my opinion. So
Yes, it is. Yes, because we don't have any of those natural disasters.
Oh my God! Isn't
God
that-
help. God bless the people over there that's dealing with them hurricanes.
I know, that's just awful. And this is the thing. I don't know how you pick up after that. Like you're trying to put everything back together, and then 6 months later you got a whole nother something else coming at you.
Right.
I said after a certain while, I'm like, you know what? I quit.
Girl,
I'm out of here.
Well, it was like not even a month later for
No, it
Florida. He
wasn't.
got hit again.
Yes. So
But
very
anyways, we're not
devastating.
talking about that kind of insurance today. But
Not today.
We can help you with that. definitely.
Not today. I can't help you with
okay,
that.
you can't. Yeah, we can't go there. But
No,
but
we
God
can't.
bless you, and our prayers are with you.
Our
so.
prayers are with you.
All right, guys. So let's talk about Medicare. So when I called you, I was just so overwhelmed and lost in the process. Like, I just don't understand what are the differences. Like, I didn't even know what's the difference in Medicare and Medicaid, right? Help me.
Help. Okay, so good morning, Las Vegas. Happy Saturday. There are a lot of differences. And technically, when it comes to the Medicare side, people don't realize that is your Social Security and Medicare. So that's the federal side. But when you're dealing with the Medicaid, now we're looking at the state side.
Okay.
So one is low income, which is the Medicaid side. And then everything else is dealing with your Social Security. You work long enough to get your Medicare insurance. And that's your red, white, and blue card. So that's the other side, but there are differences between the two. Some people have both. Everybody has one, which is the Medicare if you're 65 or older. But the Medicaid is totally something different, and that's where we're looking at your income status. So that's how you qualify for the Medicaid is based on the income. So I used to do Medicaid. I was a Medicaid caseworker for like 8 years.
Oh, wow.
Back home, way back in that cold state of Michigan. Hey,
Hey,
Michigan.
what up, though?
Actually, we're both Michigan. So
Wait, I got to say something real quick. I forgot. You just reminded me. Shouts out to Steven, my client, that he called me and said, Monique, I just got approved by Anthony, but I want to move to Georgia. He is closing on his house tomorrow. So congratulations,
Congratulations.
Steven.
Congratulations.
Our
Yay.
KUNV listener. He got his house. And congratulations to Mr. Mark, another KUNV listener that got his beautiful home last week. We love you. Thank you for trusting us. And yes, Michigan, if you're out there and you want to move to Michigan, listen, we can help. All 50 states. Go ahead, honey.
or if you're moving from Michigan, we can help
Right,
you.
and
too.
that part too.
That part
Absolutely.
too.
Relocation, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So I did casework for the state of Michigan as a case. Actually, they call it eligibility specialist. So basically, it's a caseworker. I'm helping people get their SNAP. I'm helping people get their Medicaid. And that program is specifically based on income status. The income status does vary by state. So if you're in Michigan, you might qualify for Medicaid if your income is this, but in Nevada, it's something totally different. And that one is where you go to the Department of Health and Human Service office to apply specifically for Medicaid and your SNAP benefits. The good thing is if you are low income, is what we call it, on the Medicaid side, and you also have Medicare, you actually qualify for some extra benefits on the Medicare side.
Nice.
So when you see all these commercials, you know, you have this red, white, and blue card, call this number, you're getting all this stuff in the mail, and then people are calling you over the phone,
Right.
talking about Medicare. It's a lot, very overwhelming. Number one, Las Vegas, it is illegal for us to contact you by phone to ask you any questions about your Medicare. Did you guys know that?
I did not know that.
That is illegal. So I'm a broker. Marlon's a broker. So pretty much what that means is we don't work for one specific company when it comes to Medicare.
So you
there are
shop it
several.
around.
So there are several. So the good thing with us is if you come to us and Monique says, hey, I have this one, I'm looking at what you have and I'm comparing it to the other 7 or 8 that I'm able to kind of help you
So
enroll
you can
with.
give them the best
So I'm
deal.
giving you the best one. And now we're not saying like this one is the absolute best one.
Well,
There's a best one that's the best one
For you, the
Yeah.
nuances. You go over the nuances.
We
of
go over
each.
the nuances because it's always going to be based on your doctors and your prescriptions, and that's what we're looking for. Which one is going to cover you the best in regards to your medications and as well as you want to keep your doctors. And you say, no, Michelle, I'm married to all 5 of those doctors. I need to keep all
Right.
5. Marlon and I, that's what we do.
Oh, that
we look
makes-
at your doctors and we try to find
Keep
if you
them
can
in the
keep those
network.
5. And if you can't, like nobody's going to allow you to keep those 5. Okay, can we sell it on 3 out of the 5? So, but that has to be your decision. So number one, it is illegal for us to call you over the phone to talk to you about your Medicare. And even if Monique says, hey, call my dad, he needs your help because he just moved here from another state, tell your dad I'm expecting this call because it's illegal for us to call you. That's a telemarketing call, and we're not allowed to do that. So Las Vegas seniors, please be very, very careful when you're getting that phone call. It is okay. I tell my clients, tell them I'm going to put you on 3-way. I want you to talk to my broker.
There you go.
I want you to ask her all the questions you're asking me, and guess what they do?
Hang up.
They hang up because they know it's illegal to make that phone call.
And then they don't know who they're talking to. You're over here giving them all your information, and
You're
you don't even
giving-
know who's on the other side
You're
of that
giving them
phone
all
call.
of that, and then the next time you go to your doctor, you find out you can't see your doctor because they changed your insurance, and your doctor doesn't even
Exactly.
Our poor
participate with that
seniors.
provider. So
Our poor seniors.
seniors
Oh,
are,
gosh.
they're very, sometimes they can be vulnerable because the person saying, oh, I can get you this, and I'm going to give you that.
Yeah, it
some
sounds
of that,
good.
Some of that is true. So when you see the, commercials about the healthy foods card, and we're going to give you this money to buy your food and pay for your utilities and your rent, that is true, but only for a certain set of people. And that certain set are those that qualify for Medicaid. They have full Medicaid, and they also have Medicare. So sometimes I think it's just bait to get you on the phone, get you talking, let me get your numbers, and then once I pull up your information and verify,
They just
like,
wanna
oh,
sell.
yeah, you
They just
don't
wanna sell.
You don't even have, full Medicaid. So, but I can get you on this, and you can get a little bit more dental. So technically, you just said it. It is all about the
It's
sale.
just a sale.
It is.
It's about
just-
the sale. So a good broker, which is who we are. Hey, Marlon.
That's right.
Pretty much what we do is we, look at your status as far as your doctors, your prescriptions, and then we help you enroll in a health plan. But I'm not that broker that just signs you up and says, oh, thank you for your business. And
Cut you loose.
and then you're good. Get your card. If you have any issues, call the company. I am very hands-on with my clients. It's all about relationship for me.
So one of the main things that you do when you're discussing and figuring out what to do for them, you said, is their doctor their physician.
Doctors.
So you try to make sure, is that like one of the first things you do to make sure that that physician is covered on the next plan that they're, or whatever
network.
plans that are available?
That is the first thing we
good.
do is check your doctors and your medications just to make sure they're going to be covered, and then we go from there. Because sometimes you don't need to change. Sometimes people are saying, oh, I'm having a problem and this is wrong and they're doing this. Sometimes, we might have to help walk you through how to get things fixed. But sometimes you're already on the best plan for you and you need to stay where you are. A good broker or agent's going to be honest enough to say, no, you're good. Let's just do this. Call this person. Tell them you need this. I'll sit here with you and talk to you, help
And
guide
see
you
what
through.
people, like you said, here's what people don't realize that are in our business that are, I guess, in sales, right? If you're honest with people and you tell them, like I just told my listeners, hey, don't sell right now. And now I'm in the business of selling, but I'm telling you not to
don't
sell.
sell.
I sound crazy, right? But I'm just being honest. Wait a minute. Let's see what happens with these rates if you're thinking about selling, right? Now, what that does is it shows them that like you said, hey, at the end of the day, I'll help you get it fixed. What's going to happen is they're going to refer
They're
you.
going to refer you.
And that's
They
where
are.
you make your money
they
if
do.
you're all about making
Integrity.
the money, of course.
We always
And they
say that.
do.
Integrity.
Integrity is so important.
Because now I know I can trust you. You're not just going to sell me. So you have a sale to put up on your little board and go, oh, I made a sale.
Yep,
You
and,
know what I mean?
and honestly, unfortunately, that's just the society we live in, and that's
is.
what it is. Everybody's like, no, I'm trying to make that
Hustling,
money. But
yeah.
this is the thing. If I sell you, and we don't sell anything, if I enroll you on something that wasn't a good fit, 9 times out of 10, in a month or two, you're going to change it. And that's whether you call them and change it, or somebody else comes along and say, oh, no, they shouldn't have done that. And then they move you. So really, you did all that work for nothing, because now you actually lost the person. And if they were going to refer you, you're not getting no good referral now.
Right.
It's going to be like, girl, don't use him. Like, oh, no,
I had to go through
No,
this,
thank
that,
you.
and the
and like,
next
no,
thing.
they call. Ooh, I had
It's
to
better
fix all. It's better just to
just
leave it
be
alone.
excellent out the gate, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
now,
ma'am.
Marlon, what do you do? What exactly is your area of this?
So, along with Lachelle here, I am a Medicare broker. I do specialize in other services that are in between your Medicare broker and some of the services you need. We do focus on individual benefits like helping them get into their primary care doctors. We do have benefits available for diabetes, helping them get free shoes, inserts, the insulin coverage, things that they don't really know is a part of their plan. And we actually help them fill those gaps, which actually helps them not spend any money or any kind of resources out of their pocket.
Saves them money, and they're already
them
on
money.
fixed incomes in many cases, so that's a blessing. And that's another thing. A lot of us don't know what is included in these benefits. We have no clue.
There are a
don't.
ton of benefits, from getting a wheelchair to scooters around your home, getting durable medical equipment that helps you get in and out of tight places or places where slip and falls are going to happen. Wheelchair ramps for those who need it. There is a ton,
this is free?
yes, there is a ton of free resources within your plan.
Wow.
Yes, it is.
We just went through that with my mom, one of her coworkers, her mother. Same thing. She had no idea. And I said, give them a call and figure this out. I believe you're supposed to get a wheelchair taken care of. And she said, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Because she came over and borrowed the one that we had. And
So her insurance covered it?
Yes.
Let me ask
for
you
her
guys
mom.
something too. What is the difference between Medicare A and Medicare B? What does that mean?
Hear that on the TV all the time.
Yes.
Good
Part A,
question.
Part B.
Well, you have two versions of it. You have outpatient and inpatient. Part A is going to take care of everything inside of the hospital that you're going to need, and the Part B is going to take care of everything outside. So nursing facilities,
Office visits,
and things
your
like
labs,
that.
your X-rays, all that other stuff, all the other things that you were needing in your plan to cover on the medical side. That's what Part B covers. So just remember, Part A is hospital and hospice, and then Part B is everything else except for prescription drugs. It does not cover prescription drugs. So A and B is just medical only. It does not cover your prescriptions.
So you guys are both available all the time. I know that every time I call you, Lachelle, you always pick right up. Marlon, you're also available.
Absolutely.
And so, what are the meat? What is your if you only have? Well, we only have a couple more minutes, so I want you to. What is the meat and potatoes for what you would like the listeners out there to know? And then I'm going to let you say your information, and then you as well.
So this is annual enrollment, which started October 15th. It ends December 7th. This happens once a year. So if you are a Medicare eligible recipient, Whether you have a Medicare health plan or not, which we call Medicare Advantage or Part C, if you have a plan or you do not have a plan and you are wanting to enroll in a plan, this is the time and season for you to do so. So basically, if you have a plan, and you can also, this is really a good time to review the benefits that you already have, just to make sure, because there were tons of changes to all of the companies on their Medicare plans this year. Some people lost transportation, prescription drugs are changing, formularies, all that good stuff. So contact you, just say, hey, I want an appointment. Let's talk about it. Let me check to see if I have what I have, or do I need to make a change, or I don't have a Medicare Part C Advantage plan at all. I want one. Let's sit down and talk about it.
Or if you don't know what a Medicare or C plan
Medicare
is,
C.
yeah, you can call her, and Miss Lachelle would explain it to you. But at the end of the day, she's there to answer your questions. Marlon is there to answer your questions, so it's a phone call.
It's a phone
You know what I mean?
call.
Nobody's gonna, put a ring around your neck and try to make you. No, it's just get your questions answered so that at least you're in the know.
And this is education. We provide, we're just talking about it. We're not charging you anything. We're not saying, okay, we'll do it for $25. No, we provide free educational information about what you need or what you don't have. If you need to change, don't need to change, all of that good stuff. So it doesn't hurt to make that phone call. We're not charging you.
And you do not need to be, we don't need to be your agent to give you that help either. We have a ton of resources available for everybody. And whether because most of the time people don't know who their broker is anyway.
Yeah.
Their broker record has probably talked to them their first 5 minutes of their Medicare
never
application.
And you
And
haven't
they've
heard
never
from
heard
them in
from them
5
again.
years, and that's not good. So
No.
you definitely need to reach
You
out.
want somebody that you can call and say, hey, this is what's going on. Not an 800 number, not a press 1
No.
for this, a press 2 for that.
Right.
Right.
You can call Marlon, you can call Lachelle and say, hey, guys, this is what's going on. They're saying my driver isn't available anymore. What's going on? And then they can take care of things. That's what I like. I like hands-on, personal, touch. So how long do they have before this is up, the open enrollment?
So open enrollment, or it's called annual enrollment, that actually ends on December 7th. So they have till December 7th. And yeah, and this is the thing, you should have already received your annual notice of change in the mail. So you already know what changes are happening on your current plan. So if there's something that you're saying, no, I can't lose that, or I need that back, because like you just mentioned, transportation, one of the companies is literally, they basically eliminated transportation, and people use that transportation to take them
On a
to their
regular
doctor's
doctor's,
appointments. They don't have cars. They don't have family in town. So you just lost that whole benefit, and you're going to need to change something.
Okay.
And I got, before I know we're getting close on time, I did want to share something. Lachelle and I are putting together, we have a project we just put together.
Okay.
And we are a part of a local team, and we kind of done a team of local resource providers that kind of focus on the overall health of their community. And we kind of partnered up with some people that are going to help, like we talked about the dual members who will have the Medicaid and Medicare, use some of those benefits in their community. So our first project is actually Mario's Market. We're setting up a health fair for Mario's Market.
Oh,
and
when
we're,
is that?
It's actually going to be the 15th of
November?
November 15th.
November 15th at Mario's Market, which is Lake Mead and Martin Luther King.
That's right. So the goal is, Cheryl
What
actually
time?
spoke earlier to it. We're going to have it right 12 o'clock.
12 at noon.
Mario's website for any updates.
Oh, good. So they can go to Mario's website.
That's right. And the reason why we put this together, and a lot of people don't know, there's a lot of dual eligible members in Nevada. There's actually 88,000 members in Nevada here.
Wow.
So our goal is, and we're going to do this with multiple cultural communities. We're not just stopping at Mario's. They have between the 88,000 people, at a low range to high range, you got about $50 to about $164 a person per month.
Oh, wow.
Low
That helps
end.
out when you're making only $800,
Yeah.
It helps out.
$1,600 a month.
Yeah.
Well, we're taking this, the goal is to take this into the communities that serve them. So we're going to make sure that everybody in Mario's community shops at Mario's with their
Healthy
Medicare
Foods
money.
card.
Oh,
So
good.
they have about just average of $55,000 a month that can go to one of these centers. That can go to one of these pharmacies, the local grocery stores.
Supports local business.
Full circle.
That part too, we're actually inviting the local businesses around the area so they can become aware of what's around them and actually support and patronize these businesses that have been around them for so long, but they just don't see.
Well, how can people get a hold of you? You're listening and you want to get a hold of Marlon. You can reach Marlon at
702-981-5830.
one more time, Marlon.
That's 702-981-5830.
And Miss Lachelle.
702-945-8876.
One more time, Lachelle.
702-945-8876.
And you guys, if you missed the phone number, don't worry. You guys know mine. It's all over the place, or you can email KUMB. But we will get you in contact. If you're looking to get in contact contact with them, you want more information, we will get you in contact with them. And remember, Mario's Market, they're having that fair, and it's on November 15th, and it's at
12 o'clock.
noon. Okay, so you can meet them in person.
Meet us in person.
Yeah.
There is
Go
going to be a
out and
lot
support.
of community favorites there. We're going to have local businesses. They're going to be food vendors. They're going to be people with different things there. So you're going to have a lot of fun.
Awesome. And then if you guys are out and about, I've got a new listing, 9100 Spoonbill, 4-bedroom, 2 master bedrooms, only $410,000 in the Centennial area. 9100 Spoonbill.
Nice.
Thank you, Lachelle. Thank you, Marlon,
Thank
for
you
coming
for having us
on.
on.
Thank
It
you
was-
for
it was
having
so
us.
much fun.
It was a
Becky for
pleasure.
always coming on and helping me and having my back. All right, guys.
Always.
Listen, KUMV lovers. Well,
Uh-oh.
there's some out there too. But I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Right, Becky?
That's right.
All right, we love you guys until we hear from you. You guys all have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Thank
Stay blessed.
you. You too. Stay blessed.